Hey guys, it's the video you've all been waiting for. It is the time to tell you what I spent my first wage as a lawyer on. But first, we're gonna go and get some Starbucks. We're just gonna go to the drive-thru, my favourite drive-thru ever, Hillington, love you. And then I will park up and then chat you through it. So let's go. Right, so also guys, sorry, I've just been stopped. There's a digger in the way of the drive-thru. So I'm just waiting for that to pass. So, guys, I have been loving the love on the YouTube videos and the TikToks. I really, really appreciate it. I've set myself a little challenge for myself, and I basically really want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching this and you've not subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe, it would mean the world to me. I have really been putting a lot of time and effort and thought into these videos. I think you're enjoying them, by the sounds of it you're enjoying them, so I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, thank you so much. Also, if you're from YouTube, go and follow my TikTok. If you're from TikTok, follow my YouTube. You know the drill. Anyway, I'm gonna get my usual, sorry, this digger is wild. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get my brown sugar oat shaken espresso large because I love it so freaking much. It's my favourite drink ever. What a lovely job. I often think that I would actually love to work as like a high-vis baddie. Just like, okay, I know it would be rubbish when it's raining, but... Hi, can I please have a large brown sugar oat shaken espresso with light ice, please? No, that's all, thank you. Thank you. Hiya, I've got my app as well. Thank you. Could I have a straw as well, please? Thank you. Great, thank you. I saw a TikTok this morning and it was like, when you're just a girl driving away from the drive-thru and then she just drives away and just like basically bumps the curb. And I'm like, look honey, we've all been there and I can't even lie, I do it every single time. So okay, I'm just gonna park up and we can talk about what you're all wanting to know. Let's do it. Oh, I've messed that up so bad. Okay, that's better. What am I like? No, that's really bad. Oh well. It's not that bad. Okay, so why don't I pop you here so the steering wheel's out of the way? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Taste test. Brown sugar oat shaken espresso. If you don't know, get to know. It's so good. It's so good. Like every single time. Every single time. I don't think I could ever get sick of that drink. Like ever. Here she is, looking cute. Anyway. Okay. So, what did I spend my first wage as a lawyer on? I've had so many guesses. So, sorry, I'm on a main road, so that's why it's like really noisy. I've had so many guesses. So we've had like designer bag, we've had designer shoes, we've had, oh, now all the traffic is literally stopped right beside me, like sitting in a queue. Oh well. She's a content queen, she doesn't mind, she's got confidence. Yeah, I've had so many guesses. Designer bags, designer shoes, designer clothes, no. Sims expansion pack, that was my favourite guess ever. I actually made a TikTok on like all my favourite guesses. But no, that wasn't it either. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory. Okay, so last year in December, actually for the last couple of years, in December, Smart and I have been going on holiday because it's just really, really nice to get away. And you know, when it's winter here, if you're from Glasgow, it's the winters are tough, okay? The winters are tough, they're rough, they're not cute, they're really cold, and seasonal depression, she's real. She's a real thing. So Smart and I have been going away for the last few Decembers, and it's been the best thing, like literally ever. It's so good. I would recommend, if you are in a position that you can go on holiday, go in December. That's all I'll say on that. So last year we went to Morocco, a place called Agadir. I think it's South Morocco. It's not as kind of popular and touristy as Marrakesh. It was so good. It was so good. The hotel was gorgeous, the food was gorgeous, the people were gorgeous. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous time. It was so good. So when we were there, right, we were in the hotel, we were sunbathing, I remember it so clearly. I was just looking around, feeling the sun on my skin, having my all-inclusive, you know, buffet brunch. And I just said to Smart, I was like, my mum and dad would love this. Like, they would love this. And then I had a thought, and I said to him, I was like, do you know what? This time next year, I'm going to make sure my mum and dad can have the same holiday. And Smart was like, okay, now you've said it, don't let that kind of like dream or idea die. Like, don't, like, you have to follow through and you have to stick to your word, like, make it happen. And I was like, I will, watch me. So I always said to myself, when I have my first paycheck as a lawyer, the first thing I'm going to do is buy my mum and dad an all-inclusive holiday. That's what I did. So that is what I did with my first paycheck. I booked my mum and dad an all-inclusive 5-day trip to Morocco for December. The same dates that I said I was going to do, the same trip I said I was going to do, and I'm so happy. Like, I'm so, so happy that I was able to do that. I'm so proud of myself that I was able to do it and stick to it. And I'm so happy for them, because I don't know, like, if you guys watching this, if you know me, if you know like my upbringing, my mum and dad are both self-employed, and they are just the hardest working people that I know, for sure. They have raised me, my brother and my sister pretty well, if I don't say so myself. Like, they've done a great job. If I can raise my kids half as well that they've raised me, I'll be happy. They're just amazing people, and they're always, always, always helping, like, me, my brother and my sister. Like, they constantly bend over backwards for us, and I'm not entitled, I don't think that I deserve any of that. I know I'm very privileged to have had the upbringing I have, but it's definitely not been easy for them. Like, it's absolutely not been easy for them. I could never repay my mum and dad for, like, everything that they've done for me, my brother and my sister. But I can book them a holiday. So if we can make a start by booking them an all-inclusive holiday, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, so I'm so happy. So the trip, I'll break it down for you, how much it cost, all the juicy goss. So the trip so I think it's 4 nights and 5 days. All-inclusive, 5-star hotel in Marrakesh. It was £500 per person. Or was it £450? Basically around that mark anyway. So all in all, it's been about £1,000 so that they can have this all-inclusive holiday, which is a lot of money. Like, I know that. I actually don't think I've ever spent that much on one thing in my life. But I was so set on it, and I knew exactly what I was going to do, and I've known for like a year So I never like doubted the decision, because I was just like, oh, finally I've been paid and finally I can do this thing that I've been wanting to do. So anyway, so I got the trip for them at the end of August. We're now at the start of October, so I have told them about it, and I'll probably put the video on TikTok. It is really funny, like, of me telling them about the trip, like surprising them. I didn't really get the reaction I wanted. But as time, like, you know, time passed, and I think he got to like digest it and actually realise that he was going on holiday. Another thing with my mum and dad being self-employed, they don't take holidays. Like, they just don't. Like, they've barely been on holiday. Unfortunately, my gran was very ill. My dad didn't want to kind of be anywhere kind of too far away from her. So he's not been away in years. And this is now just, I feel like, the right time for them to go away. So yeah, so that's what I spent my money on. That's what I spent the big girl wage on. I bought it in cash as well. I didn't, like, I know a lot of holidays you can pay in installments. I didn't do that. I was just like, I considered it, but I was like, do you know what, no, like, I don't want like debt basically for this. Like, I want to just book it, get it done, and that's it. I don't need to think about it again. So that is what we spent the first wage on. I had so many guesses. I actually think like 2 people guessed it. I put up the first video that got over like 1 million views. No one guessed it on the comments. There was like over 200-300 comments on that one. No one guessed it. But then when I put up the second TikTok saying, oh, it's not for me, it's something for someone else, then a lot of people did. They guessed it. That is that. That's what I spent my money on. So yeah, please let me know what you think about that. If you think that that was a good way to spend my money, if you maybe have other ideas of ways that I could have spent it, or, you know, any other things I could have done for my mum and dad, then let me know in the comments, or like give me a message on TikTok or Instagram. But yeah, that's what I did, and I'm so happy to finally be saying, because I literally posted that video months ago, and do you know the amount of people that are giving me a hassle and just keep commenting on my content being like, tell us what you bought, tell us what you bought. I'm like, okay, give me a minute. But yeah, so here you go. This is the video. That's what I bought. Set me back about £1,000, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And it was a nice way to celebrate the kind of milestone of getting paid a big girl wage as well. And I'm not a designer girly. I don't care for like designer bags, designer shoes. Like, I don't need anything. You know, I've got everything I could possibly want. I've got my health, I've got, you know, amazing relationship, I've got my friends, I've got my family, I've got my job. That's all. I don't need anything. I'm not materialistic at all. So yeah, that's that. Okay guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you thought, and I'll be back next week with another video. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, please. Thanks, bye.